Announcing a historic action to rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor.
U.S. President Donald Trump announced on Monday that he was deploying 800 National Guard troops to the U.S. Capitol and putting Washington, D.C.'s police under federal control to combat what he called a wave of lawlessness.
Under the authorities vested in me as the President of the United States, I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. You know what that is? And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly.
Trump's announcement, made with his Attorney General and Defense Secretary at his side, is his latest effort to target Democratic cities by exercising executive power over traditionally local matters. He said Attorney General Pam Bondi will oversee the D.C. police force takeover.
We're starting very strongly with D.C., and we're going to clean it up real quick.
Trump has dismissed criticism that he is manufacturing a crisis to justify expanding presidential authority. While he spoke about the city in the grips of crime and homelessness from inside the White House, protesters outside rallied against his actions.
I believe that we will win.
The Democratic mayor of Washington, Muriel Bowser, has pushed back on Trump's claims, saying the city is not experiencing a crime spike. Statistics show that violent crime in Washington, D.C. hit a 30-year low in 2024.
And we will bring in the military if it's needed.
The U.S. military is generally prohibited under law from directly participating in domestic law enforcement activities. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said he was prepared to call in additional National Guard troops from outside the Capitol.
They will be strong.
The deployment of 800 National Guard troops to D.C. is a similar tactic the president used in Los Angeles, where he dispatched 5,000 troops in June in response to protests over his administration's immigration raids. A landmark federal trial began Monday in San Francisco on whether the Trump administration violated U.S. law by deploying troops to support his deportation efforts and contain protests in LA's streets.